Hey, what's up, guys? So I learned I think like in my studies to kind of like become a better debater, what I've learned about me personally as a debater is I'm somebody who just allows people to like make claims. Oh, and before I continue, this video is going to be long, so I'm just giving you a warning in case you don't want to watch till the end. I hope that you do. But like whenever I'm debating somebody, I've noticed that when people make claims, I don't challenge them. And when you don't challenge people, it allows them to get away with a lot. And today, I especially learned this lesson in a way that was very impactful. Admittedly, I did act with impulse. I didn't really think what I was doing through, but I acted to confront somebody that I don't really have a lot of respect for. And I'm simply going to play the clip
of abortion.
Hey, Q-Top, speaking of running, weren't you just on Skeptical AI's
my gosh,
live?
dude, don't!
And I called you out and you ran from
literally
Skeptical
a
AI's
fan.
live?
Get away from me! You're a fan,
You ran, right?
Stop following me in live!
You say that atheists run, right? But you ran.
Dude.
You're a runner, you're a track star.
I was having a debate.
You're a runner, you're a track star.
You're a runner, you're a track star. I rebuke you.
You said laws of logic were pre-descriptive.
You're a fan.
You said laws of logic were pre-descriptive. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. You said laws of logic were pre-descriptive. You're dumb. Laws of logic are not pre-descriptive. Go read a book. You're the same person that got mad at Cosmic Beauty when you were curving off of her breasts. You need to chill out. You're the worst Christian. The Christian community doesn't even claim you. The Christian community rebukes you.
You are a coward.
The Christian community rebukes you. Some of the best Christians on this TikTok app rebuke you. You're terrible. You're terrible. You were perving over an
I don't think I'm gonna get my car protected, Emily.
You were perving over an atheist breast.
No problem.
And you want to talk about atheism?
We can talk more about it after this, though.
That's crazy.
Stop muting me! Stop muting me!
Anyway, let's get back to the conversation.
I just called you out on Skeptical AI. I just called you out on Skeptical AI's live and you ran. And then you want to talk about runners on this live. You're a coward.
You guys are all
You're a coward. You're a coward. Stand and defend yourself.
Yeah, he's gonna come and he's gonna leave you behind because he's
Stay and defend yourself. You said 14-year-olds should be with 60-year-olds. Stay and defend yourself. Stand by your claim, coward.
That squeaky scream at the end, what happened?
Bring
I was kind of working down. I
conversation.
I had to start. No, well, if I do, I have to remove half my moderator's ability to mod.
That is so hilarious. He showed up on Skeptical AI's live and he was saying laws of logic were prescriptive, so I called him out on it and told him about sorry for the background noise in advance. But if you watch the clip that I just showed you, that clip was a second interaction that I had with Q-Top on the same day after he was on Skeptical AI's live, claiming that the laws of logic were prescriptive, which honestly is a really dumb thing to say. I personally think that laws of logic are descriptive of the world that we live in. I would never say that they're prescriptive. And I jumped on the live to correct him, and he basically dropped and ran. And also, on that first live that he was on, I confronted him about how, Q-Top is famously known for saying that minors should be able to get with grown men and take part in sexual behavior. I confronted him about that, and he had no answer for that. I also confronted Q-Top about something he was involved in recently with another creator, where he screen recorded the creator while they were having a video chat and used it to spank his hot dog, if you know what I mean. And yeah, Q-Top ran from that conversation. Then he went to another live. He went to the live that you saw in this video from the clip that I showed you, and he was trying to say that all atheists run. He was trying to insult the atheists for running, even though I don't think they were running. And so I got on that live to confront him and try to get an answer for why he thinks minors should be with grown-ups, why he thinks it's appropriate that he treats women the way that he does, and also to kind of get more of an elaboration on what he means when he says that laws of logic are prescriptive. And in doing that, the following happened. I just want to issue a warning to creators. Qtop has this tendency to sneak around and join people's lives. Using his second account or his third account, I don't know how many accounts he's made, because he's not brave enough to use his main account and say these dangerous opinions that he has regarding P3DO activity, the mistreatment of women, and speaking on topics that he hasn't really educated himself on or done research on. I think one key thing to take away from this is when somebody sounds smart in a debate, don't be like intimidated or be thrown off by that. Challenge them on what they're saying and ask them to explain the big words that they use or the concepts that they use or any claim that they make. And someone who's truly smart can break that down and explain it to you and get you to understand it and get on the same page that they're on. And Qtop tried to do this tactic today, trying to act like he's smart, but he's not really researched. I used to think that he was actually like smart, but no, he's just using big words and he doesn't know anything about the concepts that he's talking about. Another thing I want to talk about is I love this app, TikTok. Like, I really love this app. I make content on this app and I don't want it to get banned, but I find it really funny how TikTok will allow Qtop to be on this app spreading information about P3DO or pedophile behavior, and he's on this app, he never really gets banned, he's free to do whatever he wants. But when it comes to small creators like me, I recently came back from a suspension where I was falsely suspended for something I didn't even do. And when I talked to the people to counter the suspension, they declined my appeal, basically, and I was suspended for something I didn't do. This is also something that happened to a friend of mine on this app named Corey, and he didn't even do anything to really earn his suspension. So it's weird to me how people can report people and TikTok will suspend you for something you didn't even do. When you appeal it, they don't give you your account back, and you have to basically miss out on income and miss out on interacting with your fans for literally doing nothing. You're just punished for no reason. I hope that this app gets better. I hope that maybe TikTok can work on its policies and not punish creators for no reason, or at least have like a call line where you can actually speak to a representative and they can walk you through what you did wrong so you don't do it in the future. Not people getting bananaed for like no reason. And while we're getting bananaed as small creators, you have creators like Qtop who is spreading very poor, very piss poor positions on things that are dangerous for society as a whole. Like, it's gotten so bad with Qtop that even members of the Christian community here on TikTok deny Qtop and say that Qtop is not spreading the true message of Christianity. They don't align with Qtop. When you search Qtop's name, or when you search any of his colleagues' name, like Ziego, all you see are like bad things and interactions of how they're personally attacking people for how they look, or whether they are a woman or a man, or advocating for, well, not Ziego, but Qtop personally advocating for how a 15-year-old is mature enough to be with an older man. I hope I emphasize that in this video. That's his stance, and he justifies it with the Bible somehow. If you don't believe me, let's take a look.
A lot of people on the internet are accusing me of being a P3DO.
Is a 15-year-old mature?
A 15-year-old
They can be
mature. Yes, that's exactly sense.
Bro, mature enough to have intercourse with you as a man? A 9-year-old that is.
Just ask Martin Luther King Jr.
But yeah, sorry, I had to change locations real quick because someone's vacuuming in my house. But these are my thoughts and just some stuff in my head. I acted out of impulse, but I kind of wanted to see where this would lead to. And yeah, it's been a weird couple of days.